Wow. Well, that just felt like a little portal bubble. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I'm not even sure how to describe it. However, thank you. We just kind of crossed into this space and okay. I wasn't even really noticing. I wasn't. It was kind of like this background, like, this seems to be a little bit of a struggle when we stopped. Everything was fine. Began some yoga. We didn't make it down to the usual spot to be with the mockingbird and the finches and the palm trees. But it's like, that's okay. This is where the yoga music started, and he is entertained. And as soon as I got started with the yoga, he was like, no, we need to get moving. He was chilly, so I'm like, I'm listening to Chief. We're gonna move on. And then he wanted to stop there. Okay, do your little bit of capoeira. I did my little capoeira, and that felt good to get that energy moving in a different kind of way. Really loving the capoeira practice. It's challenging. Anybody watching is probably getting a good laugh. Anyway, it was like, okay, no, we need to move on. And there was this little bit of a kind of intense little bit of energy right at the last little stop, where we're kind of like, oh, let's just release and let go. So a little bit of a saging spot. Stop. Put. Thank you. Ah. Ah. Thank you. We've got another dog up ahead. Not sure where they came from, but they're headed in the same direction, and they didn't pass us. Interesting. So, anyway, it's like crossed a portal or something. Hey, there you kiddos are. Hello there. You're the ones that have been making all that noise. Yes, and it's your electric fence that zapped my Rashini when we were on that trail over there. He won't go down that trail no more. No, he won't. He's like, we're not going that way. There's some evil stuff there. I know you're not evil. The electric fence is evil though, isn't it? You're like, why don't we just stay away from it? Is it keeping the bobcat out? Yeah, I don't know about that. Probably doing some clearing all the way around the edges, huh? So he can't make no flying leap. Well, I hope y'all feel peaceful and free and dignified. Yeah, you look pretty happy. Yeah, you're feeling pretty happy too. Well, one of you there's kind of sad. Yeah, I feel your sadness, honey. Okay, well, I'm gonna send you some Reiki. Loving y'all. Okay, yes, we're going, Chief. Thank you. We don't get to see them very often. Actually, I haven't actually seen them. Yeah. Pretty sweet, I guess. Yeah. So, yeah, that was interesting. It was just kind of like this wave of energy come through, or hopped from one portal to the next. I'm not going to pretend to know. I'm just observing and honoring and acknowledging the feeling. I know you want to run or something. Okay, come here. Hut, hut. If you stop. Hut. Stop. Thank you. Okay, see how that works? You remember now? Yeah, I know. I'm the one remembering. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Need to be very clear with my signals, huh? Thank you for the reminder. And yeah, there's not going to be any hopping in the river today. I'm not feeling cold water therapy today. At least not yet. It seems to be a hiccup version day. It was a hiccup version of yoga, kind of a hiccup version of the capoeira. Though I can feel how I've made a little bit of progress with a few of the moves. He has not had any mole time, so I shall allow. This is usually a spot where I don't allow. But must keep the chief happy, so I'll fill it back in. Let him have his moment. We'll see what it feels like when we get down to the river spots. Excuse me. Maybe it was the energy of moving from, now I'm not even going to pretend to know that, because I do it every morning, where we go all the way down. We're there by the Marriott and the city, and the transfer of the energy from California, Arizona, crossing the bridge. It's a busy little spot energetically. So that wasn't it. You having fun, Chief? I'm not really, choosing to go down that portal. I'm trying to figure out why. Apparently you're saying yes, let's keep digging. They say why is a futile question. It's just, it's like, it sends you down these holes. Sometimes they're productive, sometimes they're not. Sometimes you just keep going in circles, or you dig up an entire field and you still don't know the answer. It's more about being in the experience. However, maybe why is not the question. It is an understanding. I'd like to understand. Kind of that St. Francis prayer, help me to understand rather than be understood. I guess that's the answer. Okay, well, sometimes we don't understand. And that's okay. We don't need to. It was an interesting experience. And we keep moving on. And maybe the answer or the understanding will come a little bit later. However, there are always answers to every question if we listen and are patient. Sometimes it doesn't come right away. Sometimes it comes through another experience. Sometimes there's other pieces of the puzzle that need to be laid out before it's revealed. All is well in the end. Okay. Not going too fast. Yeah, this is the song where we're normally taking the river dip, huh? There she is. We haven't been down in this spot in a little while. Let's see if there's any new footprints or something, huh? I see a bike track. Somebody's come down here and parked. Broke some glass. Yeah, I'm not feeling getting in today. Wonder what the reason is. Sometimes, like we were just sharing, doesn't need to know. Just trust. And more will be revealed. Come on. I'm feeling complete. Are you feeling complete? Okay.